Welcome, Chosen One.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another GWENT video. As you may be able to tell, I am sick. I mentioned in my last video that I'm definitely getting sick. I was right. I think I'm on the way, the up and up. Things are going the right way now. This morning was rough, and I was like, nope, not recording today. But then, got some fresh air, took a shower, got some food. My voice kind of returned to me, and felt a lot better, so I recorded a video. This is one of those rare instances where I've actually already recorded the gameplay before I do the intro. Which has its ups and downs, I guess. Maybe not that many downs, but a lot of ups, because now I can say how the deck actually performed. Also, we're playing Queensguard. I played Queensguard. You're going to watch me play Queensguard. It's a new variant of Queensguard, very similar to last time. I do have a preferred way to play it, and that is with Yennefer Illusionist, but also with some control mixed into there. This is one of the decks, one of, I guess, very few decks. The Revenant deck also is this. One of the few decks where I have the Heat Wave in because I want to. Not because I feel like I have to. It's here for the same reason Mastercraft the Spear is here. This is a deck where I like to have some control. Because what we can do, we set up Queensguard, we have an enabler, and then we can just keep building our board while playing control cards, which is really powerful. But kind of the same thing with Revenants. Like I play Queensguard and Revenants are similarly. Of course, they do. The engines themselves have very different conditions. It's that same thing of I can afford to spend time dealing with my opponent's cards because I'm also progressing my own board at the same time, which I feel is one of the key strengths of these types of cards, which is why I like to play it this way. Now you can see the tech cards. We're back with the tech cards, so it's a good deck. They did not see a lot of play. I'm just gonna say that. At rank 5, still tech cards not super useful. There are amazing targets for both Peller and Squirrel out there in the meta, but I'm still not seeing a lot of the meta, even though I bust my ass trying to climb a rank or two in between each video. Hopefully I get to do that for next one as well. Probably be rank 4 or maybe even 3, probably not. But this is very similar to at least my last Queensguard video. I don't know the one before that, how similar that was. I think a key difference was last time I was super hyped because we were playing Triss. The Queensguard had just been buffed to 5 base power, which means they get an additional boost from Triss, and we can easily fill up our board. We had Raging Bears, Tursec Veterans, with the high base power. And, just setting up big Triss, and she's worth a lot of points. Like, this deck can definitely pull off Triss. But I had to make some cuts. I needed to open up some provisions to try something new, and to be honest, I don't like this card. I like the melee effect. If it was just the melee effect, and then the card was slightly cheaper, great. Love it. Then I had to slap this ranged effect where you boost your own units with a meteor shower. And that's what is being played for. Just... Obviously Renfrey has ruined this card for everyone, I think. But I never liked that ranged throw ability here. So we cut her because I wanted to make room for Knut the Callous. Now, Knut the Callous, he sees some play in this video. He definitely does his job. But the idea of this card is just... I've played Queensguard with, every enabler, right? I had 2 Raging Bears, 2 Swallowblood Butchers, they're still here. And even 2 Plunderers. Terror Crew Plunderer, yes. Sometimes even better with your Quartermaster. Just all of these enablers, you know, just hoping to play a card. The Queensguard soaks up the damage, puts out some more points overall. Big turns for just playing bronzes, and that's true. And that's still a valid approach. But we're doing something different. Swallowblood Totem is nothing new for me in Queensguard. But it's such a good enabler. Like, nobody removes this, because it's such a terrible play to remove this. But the fact is, Swallowblood Totem, that's just 2 whole rounds of just Queensguard enabler on order. And that's great. We can just play a Queensguard, play a Totem, and then we just do it. And we can play a bunch of other stuff on the side. But Knut the Callous, a very similar purpose, in that he is, you know, just repeatable every turn, enabling Queensguard. And what he does, he adds a little bit of control, but like he only deals like 3 damage a turn, so you're not really killing stuff with this. But he does set up the Bloodthirst for Armored Drakkar, which is a really good secondary target for just any self-wound that you need to soak up, because you don't have a Queensguard, you don't have... Maybe you have so much self-wound, but not enough Queensguard. He's really good, because what he does... He damages the Queensguard, but it's not a net negative point thing. Because you damage the Queensguard by 3, but then you damage an enemy by 3. You know, point-wise, relative point-wise, nothing has changed. But then you spawn a 5-power Queensguard, so it's a 5 point per turn deal. Excuse me. Whereas Swallowblood Totem, that's a 3 point per turn deal, because that's just a flat -2 before you get the +5. And Knut is great. He is so good that we are playing Sigtryggva's Right. We do have the Champion of Svalbard as a backup target for Right. And Champion of Svalbard also a great card here. You can soak up a lot of damage and then just eat like a 2-power Queensguard to heal up fully. Really good. Sarah's Fearless continues to be the queen of this deck. I love her. Just a solid engine coming out the deck. In addition to all of other stuff, it's good. It's really, really good. Yes, I mentioned the Drakkar, also new edition. You know, once we have like Totem and or Knut and or Sarah's Fearless, we only trigger 1 Queensguard per turn, unless it's like a short round and we can just play 2 Queensguard and also be able to trigger both of them a few times. Unless there's that, like we can only do 1 line of Queensguard. You know, it's unlike cocaine. We can only do 1 line. Why did I say that? You can't say that on YouTube. Unlike cocaine, we can actually do a line, because you're not supposed to do any lines of cocaine. There you go. But yeah, 1 line of Queensguard. But you know, if you're lucky, you know, you have Sarah's Fearless, you have an enabler for Queensguard, maybe even 2. You want somewhere to put that damage, and that's the Drakkar. That's the Drakkar. Sorry, like I'm so stuffed, and my throat is like. I've been recording for almost an hour and a half, so it's gotten a bit worse. But yeah, the Drakkar takes care of business. Soaks up Swallowblood Totems, Sarah's Fearless. That's a very, very good part of this. It's just Sarah's Fearless. Once she comes out, she can just, you know, heal up your Queensguard and damage the Drakkar. And you're just, it's a net positive every turn. It's so good. This deck is so fun. I had a lot of fun playing this. It felt good. I played 4 matches. You're going to see all of them. I'm just going to slap them all in there, because why not? And yeah, that's it. I got to stop talking. for several reasons. I hope you enjoyed the video. Since I've already played it, I can tell you that I did. So I hope you do too. And if you do, only if you do, there is a like button, there is a subscribe button. But, you know, we'll take that when we get to it. First, you gotta enjoy some gameplay with Queensguard. New and maybe improved. Featuring Knut the Callous. Enjoy. Alright. Skellige Mirror. Probably doesn't bode well. Oh, Pirates. Necker Pirates. They're gonna get a lot of armor from our self-wounding, which... You know, do we care? I don't know. We don't need two of these. Probably don't need two of these. These are probably gonna suck against all their armor. They even have enchanted armor. Wow. Well, if it's Nova, maybe these tech cars can pay off. Darren Morkvar, yeah. Just tempo. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Do we open with the QG or with the totem? Let's do the QG. The Queensguard. They are the point of the deck after all. Stunning blow. That's fine. Alright. Gonna go with the totem so as to not fall too far behind. Stunning blow. You know, I haven't seen that card for years, and then now, twice in 1 week. Not bad. It's a good card. You know, it's an Alcer's Thunder with a meaningful upside. Also can kill armored Drakkar, so almost glad it took out a Queensguard. Of course, I'm not glad it took out a Queensguard, but... Oh, come on. Really? Really? For what? Sirinova? Let's assume I don't care. I wanted to purify Nova. I didn't want to purify Defender because that's just such a bad play. Just to protect Holger? Sure, sure. Not bad. I don't know, do we start beating this with Knut, or do we just start hitting him in the back? Either way, I think we want to play him. Although... How about... we do something like that. Udalric can do some damage. Soak up random pings. Make this killable with Knut if it goes to 1. Raiding fleet on that. Interesting. Interesting. I think we want him. I do think we want him. Now this is gonna gain armor here. But it does die to a mastercrafted spear, actually. Unless they do that, of course. But, you know, we can set it to 2. Queensguard. So it does die. Do this. Do this. And then we do this. It's got to be a Necker Nova deck. So far nothing has exceeded 9 provisions. The musicians kind of speaks for themselves. If they're playing that Nova here, man, am I gonna be happy. What? Sure. Yes, yes. 2. I can draw it to Fearless. It would actually... can do a lot with that. He plays. I think we want that, right? See, what are you hitting? Just anything? Yeah, just anything. I guess it doesn't matter. We do this, and then we just want to ping for the sake of pinging, heal you, take out this, and we have Bloodthirst 2, so this is going to be 2 points a turn. But they do have a pass because of the bleeding. If they want to take it. Actually sucks about the bleeding. If I had stayed ahead here, that would have been amazing. But they don't seem too eager on, no? Just playing an 8. Or a 9, rather. Interesting. So we can just heal for 2, damage the 2, play this, and just do 2 damage. We get a 12. We are doing alright. I really wish we had more Bloodthirst enablers, because Drakkar with the Bloodthirst enabled is just so much value with Totem or Ceres. It's not Necker? Really? How? How is this not Necker? That makes so little sense. This is such a bad... Well, I can do 2 and 4. Keep the Bloodthirst. Musician's Blaviken Actual pirates. Okay. Well, I gotta say, good first round. Not interested in the Peller anymore, that's for sure. Am I interested in the Squirrel? There's a good chance they're looking to res this, or even worse, this. Jesus Christ. Don't even want to think about that. If they res that, then we do have the Peller, but I don't want that. Okay. Yennefer. We gotta give it a go, right? Scenario, really? Just on the bleed? Well, well, well. Excuse me. Short round 3, if we can draw Ceres, that's gonna be good. Sure. Although just Cataclysm would take care of that real quickly. Okay. We lose the Queen. Most likely. Did not lose the Queen. Interesting. Let's see, when this dies, you get Cataclysm. Well, good luck killing that. Actually, this could have soaked up Cataclysm. Should have. Dude, this is so weak. At this point, more worried about Holger. I know I could have used my ping for an extra 5 points on the board. But I didn't need it. So pirates really don't need 4 provision cards. I mean, I guess that's true. And they have a boardage for good. Cheap thinning. Valbjorn raiding fleet. Dying Light X. Playing monsters, but they're the Passiflora champion. Saucy. It's Frost. Okay. Can I get an armored Drakkar? That would be funny. Nope. Well, save that for later. We have the totem. Just gonna play a Queensguard. Keep it simple. I mean, that is something to consider killing, right? It's gonna keep adding Frost. You really don't want to use your leader on the Queensguard more than once. Like 2 pings, 1 trigger, just to get going. Because you kind of want to... just do it in other ways. I don't really have that many other ways, that's the thing. Although with the totem, like, I do guess it's fine, right? I do think it's fine. Using a leader like this, it also speeds up Sarah's Fearless. Uh-huh. Just gonna do it like that. Really wish I had an armored Drakkar. They can be so good against the Frost because they just keep tanking it and getting bigger, so they keep tanking it and get bigger. Could also tank it with a Wildcarl, honestly. Soak up at least 3 hits and then heal up. Tyrannalia. Pretty good. Probably just gonna... But then I'm not doing this. I also need room for these, although I can probably save that. It's looking like I can save that. So for now we do this. He can soak up some hits. And then heal up quite a bit just by eating one of our lovely ladies. Heatwave probably best saved for either like last say on a Golden Child, if we start fearing that, or just Aridin. Aridin is pretty powerful. Well, we could let the Frost keep triggering these. We could have Odalric tank it. Could Triss for hopefully. I think, I mean, their only bronze special is Red Riders, right? So we should be able to get a spear. And no doubt. Kill off this. Although right now I don't fear this. So maybe don't do that. Yeah, we'll have Odalric tank some hits. He can be worth a lot of points on this rider. Which is not a bad idea. We got to see how much frost they put down, because right now that Winter Queen is not scary. Like, they would like, what? Really? And I mean, this is almost too good, right? That spear is crazy. You gotta take the spear. We are looking good on points. Got the win on even. Win on even with Ceres in the bag. We definitely want to save this. We want to push for a short round. No use for this squirrel, I think. Yeah, big points. Res the Queensguard. Knut. Worth Yennefer. Oh, we even have Fearless left in the deck. Holy shit. Holy shit. I was gonna ask, why aren't they all premium? But they are. It's good. You gotta have the premium ladies. That's so expensive. That is so expensive, dude. Holy shit. A whole leader charge wasted. 8 provision removal. You're doing it again. Okay, but now just to help me. Thank you. You know, with these triggering the frost, like I almost want to, but I'm not going to do it. But we could decree for the other one. We could decree for... We kind of don't need Knut. But a Drakkar would be kind of nice. Just on the range throw here. It does feel kind of bad. Like using a decree on a 4 provision card just for fun. But it is what we're doing. Yep. I kind of don't even want to play. I'm just going to do this. They're playing my deck for me. Oh, brother. Cave Troll. Come on. Do we bring back the champion? What do we take this pass? It's a good pass. They have to play, or we tie. But champion will probably help me force out both of these cards. He's not that valuable. And we still have the Fearless. That could cause issues. Though not really. Thank you for the points. 6. Nah, there's no room. Well, we are forcing out that last card, so... And we have Ceres ready to go. 1 leader charge. And they don't even get it. Why are you putting this in your deck if you're not going to play anything to protect with it? What are you doing? Defenders are such bad cards. Holy shit. Honestly, at this point, they're noob bait. There's noob bait. Like, newer players see them and like, oh man, this is going to protect all my units. It's going to lose you the game. Alright, Nilfgaard. Variety of matchups today. Imposter. Okay, we get some bad draws. Yeah. Okay. Definitely would prefer the Peller here over the Squirrel against Nilfgaard. Just gonna lock my dudes. How does it die or get locked? Probably assassination, because everyone's playing that all of a sudden. You're reading it. Yes, kill it. I know you can, so I urge you to. Okay, you didn't. Taste of Nordling, yes. And now you're gonna lock it. Oh, you got greedy with the Thirsty Dame. You wanted that 1 extra point, so you were willing to give me 3, actually 5 extra points. They may not know it, but locking Knut or killing Knut is actually way more disruptive. Jesus Christ, they did it. Well, at least there's that. But yeah, we have Queensguard, no ways to proc them. Dead Squirrel. They have Calvated their deck. Just in case. I see way too many false series playing Behurt. It's kind of annoying. Poison. Like, my hand is garbage and I just have to accept that fact. But now we're going into just long round against absolute bullshit. And their deck is just sorted by what they want the most. Dude, I need that totem. Just a pass. Go figure, go figure. Probably just gonna do this. We're also gonna have space issues. But at least skipping a draw is gonna help us keep the hand clean, but we're gonna have major space issues. I need that damn totem. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I go first. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I don't. Open with totem. I think so. You're at 4. Shouldn't be a problem. There's the ball, yes. Could do that. I mean, it's got to be the best thing to do. Luckily, they don't get boosted by that. Although he did receive a status. they somehow don't boost this and don't play anything with lower power, I'm gonna yen for that shit. This Triss is very diluted. And that's an issue. Yep. I needed a way to kill that. Terrible. Absolutely terrible Triss. Holy shit. And now it's too late. Now I can't kill them. When I have Knut, like whatever they poison, like I can Knut it up. Oh, that thing needs to go. Like, I don't even have space for the Ceres. It's pretty good. Well, I mean, we can now kill this. And I kind of just have to. Oh, God. It's clearing up space, I'll give him that. Thinking about imposter Knut. It's a good idea. Yep. This is not going well. No, he can actually just kill that. That's fine. Oh.
Speak your mind. To the point.
You do see it, right? I'm not gonna kill this. Okay. Oh yeah, forgot about that. That's pretty good. That is pretty good, because now we can start doing this. Which, you know, it ain't much, but it's honest work. Honest work for sure. You know, a free 4-power engine coming out the deck is not a bad thing ever. Alright, pretty good. Doing some synergy. You hit this. You know you can kill my Queensguard, right? That has to be a wasted opportunity. Barely had space for that. Killed off the poison Queensguard, not bad. Oh my god.
Gentlemen, to work.
The lock, poison, spying in that order. Lock, poison, spying on the Knut. Alright. Well,
Bow before mortal prayer. You're good. You're good.
okay, so that does not trigger these because they receive doomed before they're played. But he was summoned and given doomed, so it's like an instant thing. Interesting. Didn't I have a plan for this? Later. We're gonna see like our tout or something. Right. Vincent. Just big removal Vincent. How do they not have 9 points? Why do you have Scorch in that deck? Why? It's why? That makes no sense. Scorch in Aristocrats. You're already poisoning your opponent's big units. You're getting big units. But no, Scorch. Scorch. Gotta do it. Gotta do the Scorch. 3 NB1. Nilfgaard. I think I'm 4 for 4 on red coins today. Double cross. Double cross. Oh, this hand actually sucks. I need Totem or my guy. Totem or my guy. That does not help. Okay, so crap hand. You know, 3 cards in deck that could have saved it. Tortoise. Torres on some big units. I don't know if that's... I mean, if this is a fun Assimilate deck, they will definitely be able to trigger that, but... that's kind of sus. That baby Torres there. Although, I mean, I do respect not using Torres just for points, like actually trying to put cool synergy cards in your deck. God, I hate this card. Like, I'm not saying that it should be an 11 provision card again. Like, I'm not saying it's overpowered. I just despise it. It just makes the game so predictable and boring. And it really just makes it so that you have to win round 1 and bleed round 2. And we have enough of that in the game. Somehow they actually got that. Well, I am employing an ancient Squeatel technique called 3 shitty cards and pass. I think. Although... yeah, so we're using our self-wound very sparingly here. Like, we don't mind triggering these Queensguards like one more time. For a decent amount of points. There's usually a reason for that. Like, I don't have to, like I can do this. That will also proc her. Gives me a lot of points, improves my draws. Yeah, I'll take a win on even. I mean, that's one of the benefits of going second 4 games in a row, is that there's going to be a lot of winning on even. And there has been. I think the one time I didn't, that's when I lost. Well, there's Knut. I'm sure he's not long for this world. Poor guy. Poor gay. Okay, that was a risky mulligan, but I took it, and I'm proud of it. We have to bleed. They have all their best cards here. And upcoming. Rune Mage. Well, I mean, it's full on Assimilate, which I do like. I'm not mad at the matchup, really. Oh, come on. Slightly mad at that. Although I still have one in there. If I need it. How are we doing on Ceres? 4. Okay. See how this pans out. Not well. Wait. Oh. I was like, how did he get spying? But of course, Torres. Torres did it. Okay, so now we are a lot less happy. But we are just bleeding. We're just bleeding. Are you really gonna trigger that? Are you? We can res this, get another proc. Playing Ceres from hand. I mean, in a deck like this, like Ceres is so good. I mean, she might actually be worth playing from hand. Like, I don't hate this, but I'm definitely keeping mine in the deck if I can help it. kinda sucks, of course. I mean, that kills her. Stops this. Like, I don't really care. We also do gotta make sure that... Oh, yeah. I already played my squirrel, no. But I mean, no, we don't fear the coup de grace, really. Not really. But is it improving their draws or making it worse? That is the question. I kind of want to use my decree here just because it will slightly, slightly increase the odds of me drawing totem. Like, we got our totem. Like, I'm not mad about this. Really not mad about it. I mean, this is going to transform and it's going to lose by... This is not that great of a target. I almost feel like it's a liability. I could be very wrong. I could be very wrong, but I do feel like that coup de grace could end up being kind of a downer for them. Good stuff. Good stuff to not have to deal with next round. They do have their leader, which is an issue. Big problem. I mean, we don't have like really good heatwave targets. Ugh. Off the top. That's also kind of good. Like, we cannot afford to break this. Like, I would like the Wild Carl. But we also risk. No, we keep that. Keep that. Okay. Well, I'm not giving them totem. I mean, they probably had the Wild Carl, right? Maybe. They're searching my hand. I mean, they can get a blessing for a Queensguard. Like, they have the whole thing. But we do have the spear. And a second Knut. Well, they can kill off both of these, which seems very good. Although, I mean, this blessing leaves a lot to be desired here. Don't be Ceres. Squirrel. Told you, that coup de grace was gonna be the bane of their existence. Watch me win the game, because I didn't banish the coup. That might not be the only reason, but I'm glad I didn't. Yeah. Alright. Alright. There we go. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope it was enjoyable. Kind of an exciting one for me, not just because it's Queensguard, which, I mean, literally my first ever video on this channel was a Queensguard deck. Like, I love Queensguard. I love everything about the playstyle. I love the buffs it's been receiving. But also because there is a card that I have just refused to use because it's part of a combo that I really, really don't like. The thing is, the card in question is not at all the problem with that combo. I am, of course, talking about Knut. This guy is a really good Queensguard enabler. Because what he does is he damages the Queensguard, but then he evens out the points. You know, damage by 3, but then you also get to deal 3 damage to an opponent. And then you get to spawn a 5-point Queensguard. He turns Queensguarding into a 5-point per turn business. And he also adds a little bit of damage to the mix, helping soften up things for Yen, or for the Mastercrafted Spear, or even set up Bloodthirst for a Drakkar. I will say, Knut didn't really get to perform as well as I'd hoped. Maybe I'm just misremembering, because I can't seem to remember he got removed a lot. I mean, he got killed and locked in those last few Nilfgaard matches, but he was a good boy. You know, and he comes down, instantly lets a Queensguard be worth 5 points that turn. Then we put a couple of pings on him, and he can just keep triggering Queensguard in a really efficient way every turn. And, you know, he's... like, Swellblood Totem is the most reliable, because we have it for 2 turns, and no one is going to remove it, ever. So if we get a totem, we put it on the board, like, we have our trigger for 2 whole rounds. But we can't really justify putting in a tutor for it. Like Avalok Sage, we don't have any other artifacts. We don't want other artifacts because they take up board space, which I've had issues with in the past. Neuromancy is just really expensive. Like, sure, the Decree could be in a Neuromancy, but then I would have to find 3 provisions. You know, maybe... you definitely could do that. Excuse me. Like Udalric and a Spear into like 4 provision cards. Actually a 4 and a 5. You know, you can make up the provisions for that. But the thing about Knut, you know, he's tutorable with Decree, which is a card we already like, just for Yennefer, Xeris, Triss. And he's resable with Sigriffus Right. And we have Vilkarl as a decent, like Champion of Svalbard as a decent secondary res target. But, you know, Knut is worth playing at 8, and so he is worth replaying at 8. And, you know, he's an order effect. He has Zeal. Like, summoning him with Right as opposed to playing him makes no difference. So it's a couple of new cards here that I have not really even considered for Queensguard until this version of the list. But I'm very into them. I do like these inclusions. Udalric, I don't remember if he was in my last Queensguard deck that I posted. I know I have tried him in Queensguard before, but I'm not sure if he was in the actual deck last time. But he's okay. I mean, he can do a lot of work. You know, as like pseudo tall punish, or even just hella tall punish if we damage him down. Sarah's Fearless continues to be an absolute banger in this deck. Like in this deck, she is just a really strong enabler engine. Like she comes out 4 points, she has zeal, she can immediately heal up something and give it to someone that will soak it up, or trigger a Drakkar, help us enable a Queensguard, and she'll just keep doing that every turn. Like she makes up points every single turn, and she just comes out of our deck for free. And once you just face the fact that sometimes your Shield Maidens, only one of them is a brick because you're gonna have to play the other one and spawn a Queensguard with Ceres. Like once you accept that fact, the deck doesn't really have that many bricks, and Ceres Fearless has very little downside. She is just a good card. And in the past, I've had issues with just my deck just doing too much self-damaging, and we pull her out in round 1 very often. With this version, I found it a lot easier to save her for round 2 or even 3. But like with the right setup, if we want to get her out round 1, we can. And there are benefits to that. Thinning. Like either way, there are benefits, but usually you want like Totem, Knut to take care of round 1 for you, and then Resilient Totem, Resed up Knut, and Ceres Fearless. And you're just trading the Queensguard, Armored Drakkar is soaking it up, Champion of Svalbard is soaking it up. It's like, oh, so good. Incredibly fun deck to play. What I really love about it is that you're doing, you on your side, you are doing just a little, a bunch of fun tinkering. It's like, oh, this hits this, and then this heals that, and damages this, and then it's like, oh yeah, proc this and this. But it's not just a pure solitaire deck. Like we have control tools, we have interaction, and we do want to be mindful of what the opponent is doing. It's kind of a best of both worlds kind of thing, and I had a lot of fun with this. I mean, I always do. It's Queensguard. I love Queensguard. Do I miss having like a big finisher with Triss? Kind of, but at the same time, the deck can dish out a lot of points in a short round, as well as a long round, even a medium round. I think we're best in a medium round, like overall, because against a greedy deck, like a super greedy deck, I think a full 10 card round is too long, unless we can just really hit those Yennefer kills. But with a few, the beautiful thing is like we can set up our engine and keep it going while we're playing control tools. We play a Queensguard, we play a Knut, and then we can just keep doing that on order effects while we're playing our other cards. Knut softens something up, and then the spear comes in, finishes it off. It's pretty good. Tech cards, even at rank 5, did not feel super helpful. In the last match, even specifically not playing the tech card was definitely the right call. But I mean, they can be very useful, I know. Like if I ever queue up against a Sirinova when I'm playing Peller, I can show you. Peller on Sirinova is such a high value play. Squirrel on just Oneiromancy or Amphibious Assault, not War of Clans, Blood Eagle. There are good, valuable targets for both of these cards. I'm just not running into them. That's why I don't play tech cards, because I never need them. Anyway, I've rambled for too long. I gotta record an intro for this video, because I haven't done that yet. Thank you once again for watching. I forgot Curse Scroll was the thing here. Because I didn't go first once. But yeah, it can help with bricks. It can help us get, our enablers. And, of course, we don't want to play these boosty ones because we need our units to be damaged. And we don't want to spend two board spaces. Also, kind of risky drawing cards until we've thinned. Anyway, thank you once again for watching. I don't know. I'm gonna do things. I'm gonna go take care of things. And I hope to see you again soon for some more Gwent. Let me know what you want to see next. Most likely I'll ignore it because you always have like these crazy ideas that I just don't want to do. Like, how do you do that? I know that I'm definitely not as open-minded as I like to think I am. But it's always like, can you play Syndicate? No! There's your answer. Alright. Have a good one. And I hope to see you again soon. For something that is not Syndicate. Alright? Bye. You can play Syndicate on your own time. None of that here.